Hey, and welcome to the Lowdown, where this week we are talking about electrolytes and why water may just not be enough. So I'm sure you've heard of things called electrolytes before. You can get them at stores, you find them in water sometimes. They're the things that your body needs when you're actually exercising. You need them to function in daily life. The minerals that make up electrolytes are calcium, magnesium, sodium, and potassium. And they do actually play a pivotal role in hydrating your body, fluid retention, and muscle contraction and relaxing. So what I want you to understand is that each of them has a role, and the more that you know about them, the more you're actually going to be able to use them in your nutrition and in your training. So, how they work. Let's start with calcium and magnesium. These two, I like to call them siblings, work really well together. So, to keep it simple, calcium enters a cell. Its job is to actually tell a muscle to contract. This is why if your muscles feel fatigued, if you notice that you're having trouble with muscle contractions, you may be low in calcium. Vice versa, when you need your muscles to stop contracting, this is when magnesium comes in. So calcium enters the cell, tells the cell that it's time to contract, and then the magnesium enters the cell and tells it it's time to relax. So this is why calcium and magnesium work so well together. The other two electrolytes we want to talk about are sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassium work with blood and fluid volume of the body. So if you think about it, this is things to do with blood pressure. This is making sure that after you've sweat a ton, that your body is able to still maintain all of its functions. So with sodium and potassium, what they do is they interchange out of a cell via the sodium-potassium pump. So the role of the sodium-potassium pump is to actually take sodium from one side of the cell into the other, and then potassium from that other side of the cell onto the other side. Sodium and potassium don't actually want to be on the same side of the cell as each other. This helps with maintaining fluid and blood volume. So when you're exercising, think about the fact that one, your muscles need to contract and relax. So we need calcium and magnesium. Also, when you're exercising, you're sweating a lot. So what's happening is you're losing sodium and potassium. All four of these electrolytes are very, very important to keeping your body safe and functional in any sort of training. So the danger of not getting enough electrolytes is one, extreme muscle cramping. Two, you can have something called hyponatremia, and it can actually kill you, unfortunately. That's aggressive. So hyponatremia is actually seen a lot in sports when it's super, super hot outside and you're chugging water. But unfortunately, you don't have any electrolytes in those waters. So you're not actually replacing the electrolytes, you're losing. Another place that we've actually seen hyponatremia as an issue is actually in hazing in frat houses, in college frat houses, where they have the challenge of rather than chugging a ton of beer, they have them trying to drink an entire big jug of water. There's actually multiple cases of people and college students passing away after this because they have diluted their body of all of those essential electrolytes and their body can no longer function. Recommendations can vary depending upon if you're taking a supplement or you're actually trying to get more electrolytes through your food. Now, we've all heard that you can get potassium from bananas. Sodium can be as easy as salting your food. You can get calcium from dairy and meat. Magnesium can come from a handful of fruits and veggies, but you can also as simply as get as an electrolyte replacement, pop it in your water bottle and then take it with you to the gym or your training that day. So one of my favorite electrolyte products, and I am not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form, is the Nuun tab, N-U-U-N. And it's a very simple, very decently priced electrolyte tab that you can just pop into your water and sip on. It's not high in sugar. It doesn't taste all gross. It's pretty delicious, actually. And it's something that if you know it's going to be super, super hot outside, or if you just have had a really, really hard workout and you feel like your muscles are cramping or you're not recovering the way you need to, that's a time when you can add in something like an electrolyte. Now, with our Scorch on Demand workouts, they are high intensity and they do have a lot of weightlifting in them. Because of that, we usually try to promote people to take electrolytes or add something to their water to help their bodies recover a little bit afterwards. So if you have issues with muscle cramps or maybe some chronic fatigue issues after your workouts, electrolytes might be something that you want to add in.